Okay, assalamu alaikum barangkali kontongal bismillah. Um, Good evening to each and every one of you. Those of you following me here on my profile, Wanifa Sane. I have with me Saffiatou Joof, poet and activist. Environmental activist. I should be specific. I know you are into other things, but you are very well known for being an environmental activist as well. So, Saffiatou, thank you very much for joining me here. Yeah, so this part of the program will be cut off if I have to upload it on YouTube. So, thank you so very much for joining. Can you just, we have to go back to it again. Can you just tell
I
us?
said
Uh,
Gambia first was discovered by Jang, and he introduced me to it, and I find it very interesting, and it's aligned with what I want to do when it comes to the waste management in the country. And yeah, we decided to join force together and work it out.
Okay, so you went to Bakoteh Dumpsite, Let's be versatile when it comes to language, Mandinka, Wolof, and everything, I'm a jungle Wolof, Siron. Well, but you are not the best teacher. Let me just make that clear.
Okay, well,
So, Dumpsite,
that's
I want to ask you. Yeah, yeah, no, it's okay. You don't have to repeat. Most Gambians speak both, so all three languages, so it's okay. So I want to ask you, at what triggered you guys to focus your attention on Bakoteh Dumpsite? Depuis kañ la commencé?
okay. When we started this zero waste project, I told him like what I really wanted
And this must have
because
been around what time? Around what time must this have been?
this is less than a month, when
Okay.
I explained to him what I actually want. And
Mhm.
he's like, okay, I've shown him my zero waste project and how it is. He was at the hall, on the day of the launching. So he
Mhm.
told me, I think, I will join force with you. We do something for KMC. I say, yeah, I'm having the zero waste project that I believe we can use, right, to influence and raise awareness for the advocacy side, and to see how best we can sanitize our area, because it has been a big challenge for us over the years. And me passing by on the streets, seeing
Mhm.
plastics, waste everywhere, it's really disheartening. So I said, let me try and initiate something that we can benefit from it. And alhamdulillah, Jeng happens to be a man that is very,
Yeah,
that has
definitely.
the
I would have loved to.
honesty
I would have loved to
in
have
there.
Jeng here as well. Jeng is a very well versed person when it comes to this whole activism thing. And you know what? My admiration about your one thing I admire about your group is that the youths that you have, at least the ones that are vocal, all of them are very, very much acquainted with this whole environmental
Of course,
activism thing. And I
right
think that is
now
probably
we
because the
we
dump site kind of like affects you guys directly.
obviously the people that are into I can say into the whole executive members group, I mean, they are all well equipped about the dump site. They are the, I can say, they live around that end, and they are the one going through these difficult moments. So give me 1 minute, 1 minute, I have to talk to my mother.
Yeah, but if you don't mind, you can just walk away. I can mute you, Kendula Dega, but don't switch off. I can mute you now. You okay? You can
Yeah.
continue. Okay, so now let's get after it, right? Let's go straight into it. You talk about the people involved being residents. Okay.
Mute it. 1 minute. Let me mute it. I'll come back. My mom is.
No. Okay.
Okay.
So are you back now? Can
Sorry.
you? But you inform your people that you are live so that you
Yeah,
don't.
I told my mom just now,
Okay.
so
Okay.
that they
I
will
don't know
know.
when we're gonna get. Okay, no problem. So now
All right. Sorry
let's
for the
get.
interruption.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Go ahead.
Yeah. So we formed the Gambia first, just two of us, and because I understand when it comes to activism or you want to see success in the things that you're doing, you don't need that big amount of I mean, a big amount of people, to join force with you. I
Mhm.
understand that when it comes to the social media, that is my area. At least when it comes to digital marketing, branding, and writing, content creation, that is something that Allah has gifted me on. So I know that that area is not my problem. I know how to handle it. So Jang also is very good when it comes to um, public speaking, and he knows how to handle such subjects area when it comes to waste. He has been into the system of advocacy, I can say, since 2017 towards this dump site. So I said to him, the first focus I want us to do um, is the waste around KM in particular. And yeah, we map it out in the start with area, going round to do a tour specifically to see areas that I believe we can help them in the waste management system, like the ideas we have. How can we transform that to the young people around that end? And ever since we started from, I think we started around the end of Bakau. At that time, we didn't post anything. We didn't go on social media to. Are you here with me, Wonderful?
Yes, of course. You are just in solo mode, but you are here.
Okay.
Can
So
I get you good? Mm-hmm.
at that time, we didn't post anything outside because for me, I believe like we believe in something. You cannot just start a work,
Mm-hmm.
hitting the social media and all that when you don't have the ground level up. And alhamdulillah, within a week we level up the ground. We got all the pictures and the things that we need. And yeah, somebody from out there when I posted areas like T Town, I could remember that is telling them areas like Ibo Town, and then people started contacting us. So luckily for us, Pa Abdu, who is I can say he is a native of Bakoteh. That's him, and
Mm-hmm.
he told me it's like a God sent. I said, really? He said, yeah. I said, what happened? He said, our dump site is just so crazy. I said, okay, we will come and visit and see the area for ourselves. And
You are mute. You are mute. You are mute.
sorry, I don't just want to speak to people without having evidence at hand. So that's how I posted the area when we went to the round. We saw how neglected the Bakoteh site seems to be. We were shocked at
Okay.
first, and the security, the guy that at the security gate said, "We are not going to get in. They have to follow, like we have to follow the order from the top to
Mm-hmm.
call at KMC office before getting inside." I said, "Okay." Before we will actually reach that stage, I
Mm-hmm.
told Jen, "Look, let's go up. There's a story building next to the dump site,
Mm-hmm.
and we climb up there and see for ourselves." And then I take a video of
Mm-hmm.
it, and the guy came and say, "We don't allow anybody taking videos here." I said, "But like this is a waste
Mm-hmm.
dumping site, so I don't think people have to be restricted from seeing
Mm-hmm.
inside of what is actually going on if the work is going as in accordance."
Mm-hmm.
Um, then he wanted to pull and push. I said, "Okay, no problem. We can just move on and go back to our destination." So I
Okay.
came home.
Mm-hmm.
and map out the whole entire project with Jang that night. And I could remember, I contacted you and told you that tomorrow we are going to the dump site, and we have some communities that we spoke to, and they are
Yeah,
ready to.
if I may interject there, obviously the mayor said the people who went out to protest did not include residents or people who live near the dump site, which we are going to do a VAR here. So in case you are watching, we have a real-time VAR. We are going to do this one live, not recorded, not like later on just craft some videos together. It is live. That's how organic we can run this show. So now, Savi, I know you have a lot of stories to tell, but we're also working within a time frame. So I will push you directly into one specific area. Can you tell us a little bit, Sad Jeff and KMC? I know you had an interaction with them officially. At least that's how you wanted it. Can you just tell us that? Then we can go to the
Okay.
VAR.
Yeah. We, when that whole thing happened, we wrote to KMC within that short period of time. I think with a letter, not I think, but actually that's what happened. With a letter indicating that we're going in for a protest, because already we
So you
have
send
the
them a letter
whole
notifying them that you intend to protest.
prior anything. They are the first department that we went to notify
Mhm,
them of our intention to protest, and we
mhm,
indicated why we want to protest, because the Bakoteh Dumpsite right now is not in good condition,
mhm.
and we stated some certain demands in that
But what
letter.
was their Can you walk us through what their response was?
Their response was, I mean, the following day they call us. At that time, we are on the field.
Mhm,
We just, I can say when we send them the letter, the second day we are on the field, going around to other departments like Ministry of Environment to drop
mhm,
them their letters too. Because
mhm,
what we want to make sure all the stakeholders responsible for the back of the dump sites
mhm.
will be notified of our intentions and to
So
pressure
still
them.
stay there for me in a moment. Can you pause a little bit? I want. Can you just itemize these stakeholders for us when you talk about this whole protesting and your activism around
Okay,
the
the
back of the area?
stakeholders
Can you?
involved is KMC, the
Mm-hmm,
Ministry of Environment,
mm-hmm.
the Ministry of Lands and Religious Affairs.
Yes. Mm-hmm,
You have the NEA, National
mm-hmm,
Environmental Agency.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess these are the four
Backward is
departments.
SOS are not stakeholders.
That is,
SOS.
SOS, no, they are not stakeholders. They are, I mean, they actually been mentioned because of a
So who are
grant.
the representatives of the community? Which group represents the community as stakeholders when such meetings are happening?
Well, for us, our team, the Bakoteh community have a spokesperson that is Pabdu.
Okay.
He is going to represent his own community in that
Okay.
meeting.
Okay.
We
So
have
Bakode
10
community
foot
is
soldiers
represented.
for now. I'm
Mhm,
saying before the
mhm,
whole thing happened, it was just I and Jen. Okay? We working hand in gloves, putting our brains together to make sure that these people get notified.
Nine times the Kalama all of a little bit more because local language. A lot of people like us to speak in local language.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow,
Yeah.
luma don wax mo neka.
No, you don't have
Dama
to repeat.
explain
We just continue
events you
going. We just
happen.
continue. Mhm,
Dama explain events you happen prior the protest. A
mhm,
process we don't follow up before the protest itself.
mhm,
Intention we therefore accost the
mhm,
notifying KMC and all the stakeholders responsible for that dump site.
mhm,
Now,
mhm,
we send a letter to all the stakeholders.
mhm,
NEA was the very, like they are the first to reply us immediately. Nyom si
mhm,
sasi dañ yónnee a messenger to say that we should come
mhm,
and collect our letter. They are very happy with the decision and they are ready
mhm,
to open the platform, and they even set a date for us to sit with them and the stakeholders that they actually copied that letter too, right? So we were really excited of that move. But for KMC, I believe that they were arrogant. When they saw our letter, what happened? They call us. The operation, I don't know, director or whatever, he's the one that call us. Boom, you call it. Man la wahat. It was Jeng first that they called. But later on, Jeng hand over the phone to me. I spoke to him. I said to him, he said, please, sister, tell us where you are. I mean, if you can please come to the office, we sit and talk. I said, no, that's not the way it works. We cannot just send a letter to you. You just call us for us to come. I said, please, can you write that in a pieces, like put it in a letter format
Pour ñu
so
binda
that
ko
we'll
daal
have some.
ñu tontu leen si binda.
Yes, at least with that, we will also plan ourselves and come and meet you. But we cannot just write to you and you just call us, say, come and meet us. So when I said that to him, he said, it does not worry. I said, no, it worried. Right now, the world is changing. It's moving to another stage. You cannot just verbally talk to me. What am I going to present that KMC called me? What am I going to present to the people tomorrow that KMC actually contacted us? So I work in administrations. I know how things work. You cannot just call us. We just run up and sit with you one time, go. So we want you to write. We schedule a date professionally, like NEA has done, and then we can come and sit with you. Now, when that happened, the following day, I think the third day, you notice people are saying to us that they are going round, especially their councillor, Some of them are going around within the community for gender die. So mare mane okay, you balanga jël xaalis di dem di jënda nit yi pour buñ wax wala buñ génna, why not you take that money and put it at the downside and solve the issues there? Teg naa loolu moo gëna am njëriñ than you going around to make the people, not to talk. Loolu nekk na benn anam. Beneen fànn bi moo nekk but buñ demee bañ xam ne léegi nag right now we are no more joking. Some of them, paid prod. I can say they came to my Facebook, some of them sending me threats individually. So Buma wahe that issue, but all of a sudden you text it like an hour, my Facebook got hacked. So boom, Bunko hacked it. But at that time, the person was really trying to get into my page. So Facebook decided to shut down the page. Put Boomco in vain. But they sent me email and they said that it has to take me like 72 hours to get back the page. And for me to send some details to see that it is not the hacker that is trying to identify the individual.
No, I understand. It's just like after multiple attempts, guy, in many softwares and what is it called, online accounts. After multiple attempts, guy, then could they automatically block. I understand that part, but don't get too much into the security area of that. You don't want to tell people that what they did to actually work and how the results was on your end. So we have to skip that area. So Luma you have to. Can you just tell us, summarize for us your interaction with KMC just briefly? So you wanted to go and protest. They heard about it. They learned about it through the letter. While you, instead of you bindalen, then you call like pour ngeen wax ci ron. Lo ngeen ci understand.
Ñu dem wax ak ñoom. ñu know, write to us.
Da ngeen bëgg mu nekk formal, officially.
Yes, official. And
yeah,
after that, what happened is guy knew what to you call you. Like look that you rush down to the Bakoteh Dumpsite. You fake a definition investigation. See, understanding at that time KMC was owing the bulldozer guy who is the one that they hired to take care of.
Yeah, borom bulldozer ku dee ñëw balé fofu nonu ku dee ñëw ramas
defar fofu nonu pour gars suñ dompek yoyu si sasi ñun xam nañ ne mu ngi owe ñu like KMC is owing that guy $450,000 because the people within the community told us, and those people are very predictable people.
And as a
So
result, the bulldozer bi nekkut woon di ñëw si Dumpsite bi that time. Dafa dem si télévision. Dafa stop pour ñëw because guy ñu ko they were owing him like $450,000. While he was during the same period he was still presenting cash amount.
Yes, and the interesting part of it, mom, them one na fake mom like 2 weeks before our outing. Hanga mom, them one na sip Dumpsite bi johe tricycle si donkey carts owners si and that of the
Tricycles and Donkey Association like
300,000.
Yeah.
You remember that? When it's a long promise that he did to them.
Mohamed Jawne, ni mala fi fan doyala kana naja yenende roga. Please, for the last time, can you, Safi, can you just give me 1 second? Mohamed Jawne, if you don't want, ni mala fi moye doya kumo fo, mbeja nembe kachala mandra mone kanka public kumo lafo, ni me feel ko your soul, you owe it to Bensouda, that's your problem. Ni refe ko niyo ni jaro ala Bensouda leake baloko no problem. No, just one moment. One second. I'm just trying.
Can you?
No, I understand, but I just wanna address my audience. Just 1 second, please. So, Nimina Jang, you have every right to engage. I'm a Democrat when it comes to that. But if you try belittling somebody or try to insult or try to show us that you will completely lack home training, I'll also show you another side. You can continue to engage, but just whatever. You can disagree. You don't even have to agree with us. But please, let it be within the confines of discipline, because otherwise, dina muna nyaaw, asi mulu jawe anol doman ya na san mbenga no le comme mulka avoid le, because hadama na hakilo be bala kulo dam malam inyanda ka wala tamandi inyanda ko itane, especially in public, but ibu kada mulla blare tara diam ka fa yewulu. So Mohamed Jawne, that's for you. Please stop. If an akada nyaaw hani dinne mu mo do fa ke jibe ko alfa la mut ata like la mo le yesiri njang, mo be tok man la ko mo do fo le. So Safi, we have to summarize a little bit because we don't have a lot of time. You understand? So some of these things, but the summary.
To summarize, it's just that I want you to focus on the program because.
No, don't worry. This is just me addressing the audience, regardless of what is happening. I don't focus on comments.
Yeah, I just want us to focus.
I don't like indiscipline.
How they do their propaganda work. So.
No. These people don't get into my head. I know these people.
Yes. Luma wah mo neka bulolo ame guys start rush. And that you takes 3 days, mayo si bopam nit gis nako fa xalé gis nañ ko dafa dem si Dumpsite fofu la nitami ndewo fofu non si sasi, and they started bringing trucks of redstone te hanga video si wane nañ ko, and mu start the dress fofu nonu, they concreted very well because poto bu nekkon fofu nonu ñun buñ démé on the ground, they said almost a year. Almost a year, that poto buneka sibunta or whatever, he does not even touch it. And let me tell you, there's a community member who will be at iAfrica tomorrow, inshallah. He's going to speak on that because he has all the videos at that time.
But I was just waiting on you. I was just waiting on you. We go to the VAR because Talib a contradictory statement on the Kumala for iAfrica, which we know from the publicly available records that is not true. It's not factually correct. So let me
rectify this. I heard him said in an interview, dafa dem si community bi ñu fa nekk sax ñu fa jógee maire bi gis ko ne I'm going to interview the mayor. I'll make sure that we go to Bakoteh and interview because mayor bi bes buñ doon def protest hanga lan la wax mu ne Talib daf ko fekk si bunta bi buñ ko fekkee mu gis ko mu ne ko ne we are not happy with you. Mayor bi mu ne dafa shock ne Talib dafa war a dem toog si TV bi di change moom statement am bi mu ne moom waxu Talib ne you did better than the people that were here. Mayor bi mu ne waxut loolu mu ne so dafa shock. I'm telling you, the communities give us this feedback. They said she was shocked that Talib will go to TV and reframe her statement.
Statement, yeah.
So Lolo was like mind blowing for her because she didn't expect a leader will do such a downgrade attitude, It's crazy. We have to pass that stage.
Send His Excellency. We said, send His Excellency. Guys, send His Excellency.
Now let's come to the real thing. Just na buñ démé ci Dumpsite, yeah? We approach the people there and they explain to us what they feel about the Dumpsite. Chono bu fa gaay nekke, yeah, understand? Every time they will send, so media houses then they not send messages, pictures. Guy, don't let even holal or you.
No, I had your guy. Sorry, 1 second. So, some videos here, I couldn't upload them, but I had one of the guys. I think where is he? Was it this guy who was saying it? Couldn't one.
Yeah.
We sent videos to Kerfatu. We sent videos to. She even mentioned Fatu Network, to be very fair, and she said also what's on Gambia. And I think what's on Gambia, Bobo, I am not surprised because what's on Gambia, they are the PR machine. Say their writings do go like a lot of their writings do get like a lot of engagement. So if they want to do those kind of PR for Talib, what's on Gambia is obviously a very good place for them. And also, yeah, of course, Kerfatu also is a very pro Talib team. That's true.
We could understand that he bought a lot of medias, yeah, to silence these issues. We understand it. We know how things work.
Why? But I know them for no. Can we just revise a little bit and come back to the VR of Talib, because Talib said the people. Let me not misquote him here. Let me allow Talib 19 seconds to explain this. Wait.
What I protest seetal ñan la nga man yàgg naa di wax te soo gisee may tontu nit dama seet yow kan nga ak lan ngaa wax su fekkoon ne di typical Bakoteh Dumpsite resident oo ku dëkk ci boori Bakoteh moo jóg wone naxaram kooku jar na ma jóg ma tontu ko.
Okay, so you all had the Lord Mayor of KMC, Lumu wax noonu. So now let's just go to this video and listen.
To the media, can you say? No parentero muka yera no because of sunka Papale sama ko nin kata ndingo dan nan school do ngan nan ndo tala no bambu na di do ta no sika sando na bula kuare ko na tambi so amanyi nyawo nyama so di no etere bulo ko na bike ni ji no tentam ko sunka somda ni sunka mamma dan na di ma fa pa ko ka fo ko na di ni mai ko muka mala no because amanna fa so do muka senke no na jonko bundanka be ro soro kon na bojam fa is better. Okay, I'll for first time you might not know jang kadiamali ko ni
we give different people different people lañu lu ñu dé wax yépp fake la lu ñu dé wax fake la ba paré green zone bi mo gëna wos green zone bi dafa lendem gudi suñu jigéen ñoo xamné ay jëna njaay lañ dañoo bëgg di jóg suba pour dem liggéey ñu ñoo fekkale green zone bi leen di agresser fi lolu be kañ green zone bi lañ lay agresser green zone bo xamné amul lampa amul lampa amul tous ñu ko def mbali bi dafa pour mu close ci hu wala ci amul dara lu ñu ragal fi
personally pharmacy la every month ma ngay dem l'hôpital every month suma dom 6 years still now every day first calls dafa xeeñ suñu dem marché sa dañoo dugg ci ay biir sax ñu génna nit yi ñeneen ñu dee ñëw fii sa gaay ñëw tuur mbalit suñu waxee sa dañoo fay sa pour ñu ñëw tuur mbalit fii borom loxoma doon ci carte si dañ dee wax ni dañu lay caaj ay 200 ay $100 pour ñu tuur mbalit ñun ñu am ne dañ opposite amuñ moto ñun ma njaay ak Bakoteh amuñ moto sax moto KMC bulu dafa yaaxu over 1 year suñ taxawalee yeneen moto duñ ñu leen nangoo taxawal suñ taxawee tamit dañ leen fay waaw amuñ moto ñun amuñ moto over 1 year léegi amuñ moto te suñ ooyee doon ci carte si dañu dee caaj over 200 ay $100 si last week rek maa ngi jógee fay $150 pour mu tuur suma mbalit bi te man maa ngi seen nooki suma doom yi kenn dama teg suma nduga bi pour ma ñëw fii because of ma wane suma naxaat everyday maa si pharmacie
we stay opposite
ne ñu dimbale suñ ko mënut a génnee fii ñu def ko loo xam ne daf ñu njëriñ ñun ñëpp ñuy ñëw di si liggéey di si daan doole diñ si defar ay yu bëri loo xam ne daf ñu njëriñ
yéen 100 jours suñu wax ne dañ leen a sponsor ñun dara pour ngeen liggéey fii dara part of the grant bi am na inclusive boo xam ne 200 families within here they have to benefit from every day léegi da ngeen am loolu da ngeen
amuñ ko
dañ jógee université ñu ñëw ñu ne ñoom dañ jógee université dañu laaj suñ naxar xam nga suñ ñaata tuur ñoo nekk si ay kayit dañoo ñëw ñu laajte ñaata nit ñoo nekk sa biir néeg ñu wax la ñaata ay doom naka ngeen dundee fii ñu wax leen suñ problème at the end duñ gis dara duñ dégg dara mu bi man gaa suñ ñëwee dama leen dee wax ne du ma wax because dama wax ba sonn gisuma benn change soo noonu it man ma taxaw di wax nit ñu dimbale fii su fi mënut a génn a gaa ñu def ay pexe yoo xam ne mun nañ ñuy jàppale fii ñun ñëpp ak ñu fi nekk di liggéey including ñu fi nekk di liggéey yëpp because man suma oncle mu ngi liggéey fii weerut sax waaye dafa am pour sol mag 24 hours pour mu liggéey fii pour mu dem mu daan doone moom xam na lu ma nekk di wax mu maa gis xam na lu ma nekk di wax wérut waaye dafa ñëw pour daan doole fii la am pour daan doone mooy ci si lu mu nekk di nokki tamit baaxul ne ñu jàppale ñu xam nuñ koo def.
Okay, so you see, when you listen to these two videos, two separate videos, Talib saying that the protest did not include people many along who were living within the Bakoteh Dumpsite area. You were in this video, you were at the protest, you were at the protest. This video, was it taken on Planet Mars or at the Bakoteh Dumpsite?
When I watch the guy, I laugh because that's a funny Akman. You know, we have to pass this stage of politics of propaganda and speak of the reality. Gis nga ñun ndaw yi suñ parewut pour wax dëgga, especially suñ leaders yi ñu nekk di lead, if they are not ready to rectify some of these mistakes, man, I don't have trust in them to lead us. Trust me, because it's very important. These things are little, but it's major, yeah? It's a big major thing. Yow mënuloo talk as a leader, nga gis ñu dëkk si boori Dumpsite bi, ñu ngi express their feelings towards the Dumpsite and what is actually happening to them. You nga sit in a whole program and you are questioning that the people in there do not face any problem.
It does exist. So if we have to go by the realities, or if we have to go by the dictates
Can you play the video? Can you play the video, the drone shot we did at the Dumpsite? Can you?
I will have to in a moment. That's the video you posted on your Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to continue in a minute. I bring it out. So the thing is, we have to talk about the money, because with all this, we understand there was additional 2 million which is separate and different from the 3 million euros. So there was additional. There was additional 2 million euros, right? It was dedicated to the Bakoteh Dumpsite. Can you tell us about that? There's this latest discovery.
Part of the document, I just want to summarize it, because when we sit with the stakeholders, we will question all these things. We are ready for them. And part of it, we have a solutions that I believe we can propose to them for them to follow it up. The whole grant is 2 million euro when we read the whole document. Now, SOS, that's where the funding comes from. They are the one who applied for the funding of such to benefit the children itself in particular. And that's why when I saw them trying to downplay the children that were at the Dumpsite, we did that because we get the document at hand. And if we are writing to the international community, we will bring evidence at hand to show, because we want to question, where is the money? Where is the 200 families that this actually said that they benefited from that grant? You see the kids we show, they are next to the Dumpsite, staying there, permanently. So you cannot talk about issues and isolate those people from it. And the interesting part, we don't go with the kids to the protest ground or walk with them to the protest ground. We put the kids in the tent, put you talk, because we want people to see that these are young people that are around the Dumpsite, and really they don't benefit. There's a touching part, like I'm not for him this dafa daw suma yaram bi xale bi bum taxawé mu xol ma munema you are Sophia. I said yes. Mune danga ñew pour protestal ñu déglu ko fii de ma ne ko yes. mu xol ma munema jërëjëf ñun amuñ kenn ku ñu nekk di ñu dimbale fii because time dara head bi duñ dee mun a nokki fii xale bi loolu la mu ne time dara ñoom suñ faa jànga mu ne duñ mun a nokki around that area. The youngest child understand what this thing is actually going to cost into their life. And you as an individual, you as a man, you started acting. Boo gisee ñun dem nañ si ground bi, start to show the videos. ngay ros di bale di indi hair bala lolu do accept ne yow am nga fault yow playing a big role. I mean the negligence aspect because yow da nga nek di jël truck si di len def mbalit di len dem di len sani fofu non without any fumigation. It is the community who told us. Talib daf len promise mune KMC daf len promise ne every 3 months they're coming to fumigate that place. He didn't do it. He didn't. You know, stench when they started getting that bad smell and whatever, they start protesting, going to media, sending them pictures. But don't side with the face, when we yell the gainer. They've done yell the gainer, sipiti. The second gate, if you go behind, security someone in don't talk.
And Karamo is here. Karamo is consolidating the other statement, saying that he's trying to cement the dump site. We are criticizing public. Can I say something here? We are criticizing public. One second. I understand.
We are talking about
just hear me out on this. Just hear me out. Can you please hear me out on this? We are criticizing of public officials. If they come here or they text or whatever, their side of the story is important. So we are not here to, it is not like a distraction. You know, understand? It's an interaction, not a distraction. If they say this is it, I'm not putting it here as a matter of fact. I am just putting it here as a matter of record. You understand? So their side is also okay. So let's just focus on going.
Can I tell you this? Do you know that K Point, the illegal dumps? I mean not illegal, but the place that they created for them to dump. Koku mune, kuñ fa feka, buñ ko investigate. Hangalan lañu wax. Please don't show us on the camera. If not, I'm going to be fired. I said, for real? He said, yeah. I said, why? He said, because I've been going to the KMC bureau, telling them about the waste. My sister Sophia, 3 years this waste is standing here. Nobody picked it and threw it to the Bakoteh Dumpsite. Yeah, because they were fofu nonu dafa face. Malit bobu taxaw na for 3 years. Different from the one that starts there, bo xamne nekk na for almost 6 months, because malit bu fa taxaw 1 year, hook bi dafa yaaxu. We have all these things on video. Hook bi dafa yaaxu, guy taluñ hook bi. Gis nga trucks truck bi nga xamne Dipa Kunda bobu la de use pour rotate. Den ko sani fofu nonu. Holal, be some of the parts ñu ko don sacha. A truck that costs millions. Procurement bi ñun yëpp gis nañ ko naka la wax bu bari ak problème bu bari bu génn ci biir procurement because you could hear Seynabou Mbye explain Martin explaining how that procurement process was done. They are saying, according to the commission, that the trucks was procured for $5 million, but they did a kickback of $2 million on top of that. Now, look, it could be true because right now the trucks, majority of it, had a breakdown.
No, the trucks that was kickback, and it was also a strategic mistake. KMC does not need like 21 trucks. You don't 19 trucks. They don't need this.
If the bulldozer have a problem, within the commission, even we had them explaining going to Senegal to buy that part alone, how it was done, the corruption involved, avoiding the guy who can make it here in the Gambia.
I recollect this. I recollect this. Baji Moisen, I can remember the mechanic named Baji was the one. So instead of giving Baji the chance to fix something, the broken part, they gave it to Kanjura. Kanjura took 2 times 400,000, something like that, just to be a little bit under the 500,000 ceiling. So he withdrew money from KMC like on 2 occasions, claiming he was going to do maintenance in Senegal, but he did not. Actually, we understand, at least in Patrick's own words, the maintenance I think did not even happen. So
about the ecotech system. We went to the guy place. We inspected it, and I can tell you, Sumuson, he will take that man with 2 hands and walk with him. Man, I cannot be a leader and kick away such a system. The digitalization of the Mbalit system, it was a win for KMC. Big win. But now, how KMC even neglected that chances? I mean, I cannot believe it.
So you believe that was a missed opportunity. You believe that was a missed opportunity, right?
It was a big missed opportunity because, I mean, KM was going to regularize the Malit system entirely. Because the way the guy set up, like they set up this thing, he said over a year, he spent how many of money to set up that system for KMC? The Ecotech system. I was smiling when I look at the kind of server that he actually has. Why would you leave such a guy with such technology that can protect you? And the man said some few things that make me believe now. That was the major reason Talib said, KMC, like if you vote, that is the second time when he came, he said, if you vote for me, I can make KMC have a revenue of close to what? $1 billion. You remember that?
$1 billion, yes. Yeah, he did make that promise.
The Ecotech guy, the way they set up that system, Talib could have gotten that money.
Okay.
Yes. Money because Mom found a guy, London collect. Like London collects for the waste management entirely within KM. How much a day he was able to beat that to 1.5 million. Imagine. Because the revenue, like the revenue leakage aspect, the yeplam close. Even the people that are going to the field, mungewa guy per day solen anyway 5,000, you're gonna have a percentage. Like on top of anything on top of that 5,000, you're gonna order.
Yeah, like put incentivize guy. Yeah, that's a good practice. Yes. Yeah.
That was the best practice ever. Now imagine, why did this guy all of a sudden kick that man out of the system?
No, but I don't know the details of how that went. But one thing I know for sure, it is a matter of public record that there was corruption involved in the Ecotech issue that even eventually when the case file actually ended up at the commission. That was a subject of investigation and controversy because Ecotech, it turned out somebody requested bribery from them, and one of the prime suspects, at least the one offering the bribe, escaped jurisdiction, jumped jurisdiction, and he fled back to, I don't know, Tanzania or something. So Ecotech, yeah, it makes sense that it is a missed opportunity because, yeah, the prospects were good, but then corruption and bribery was involved, and somebody was recorded. That's one of the subjects of investigation at the commission. So obviously, KMC cannot help themselves when it comes to controversy and corruption.
Talib did invite, KMC. Let's say talk about the power. Wait, there's something I wanted to really touch on. The revenue rate. I'll talk about at the point the Bensouda speech at the land.
So you are currently reading from the confidential document because you sent me I think that document that I told you you wanted to share part of it with the media.
In that regard, the confidential document. It was a project that I believe if at all KMC managed it the way it's supposed to be, come on, that place you can go to the dump site and sleep there. Because you will have two minds of encountering the stench or whatever. Because then, part of the document that we have read, that was a perfect project. But the implementation aspect was lacking. Yeah, it was lacking. The monitoring aspect, the waste recycling system that they're supposed to have built there, they didn't do it. Because konon guy duñ am bulldozer problem. Konon ñom duñ nekk di rent the bulldozer often to do their work.
Okay, let me just read this summary here. The summary from this document. It says the direct target group consists firstly 200 families with 1,000 children. Secondly, of 50 young people participating in practical vocational training. Thirdly, of 100 representatives of local partners and decision makers, city administration, landfill management, ministries, authorities, NGOs, community-based organizations, whose capacities are being built up. of the 200 families, 100 come from the 3 municipalities bordering the landfill site. So that means it should even expand to Brikama and Banjul. Bakoteh, okay, the village maybe go for okay. Bakoteh, Dibakunda, and Manjai, and 100 of the so-called rubbish collector families come from these and surrounding municipalities. Okay, was certainly the municipalities. Sorry for that. These families are the most vulnerable to the health and environmental risks posed by the landfill, as they derive their livelihood from the landfill or related activities. The families participating in the project are selected on the basis of defined criteria. The indirect target group includes 10,000 people who will be addressed through mass awareness formats. Formats. One second. Xavier, hold on. Hold on. Document me. Demako warana tell because you see, 1 plus 1 is always 2. These people are saying that the indirect target group includes 10,000 people. Okay, and I remember during the commission, we also understand that these people bought like 10,000 dustbins. So lead never require investigation. So the target families, okay, what happened to the target families? Did they just bought 10,000 from this money? I'm just asking a question and distribute it. No, it doesn't make sense. Oh my goodness. No time go buy. Oh my goodness. I'm just reading this now. I have the document, but I did not read it. Because
that is,
let me just make this clear why I didn't bother myself, because you guys said you want to share a part of it with media and a part of it not with the media. So I told you, in fact, before we come here, please do share with me. Take a screenshot of the part that you would want me to read out or want me to share. Then I can karamo itu ya. One second. Jangan kayak jiwa ko troll. Ika troll enjoy la rek. Iba dula video comment la. What is your problem, Mr. Karamo? But no more. It's okay. If you are a public official, wala tina bring Talib do the corruption or acquire Karamo, because most are mbala mudi, and I find it, I don't know, mang agree on almost anything, but I think it's okay to engage with you because you are very much into, sometimes ika for pasilan, but ika details all menunati compare to other elected officials. To be honest with you, I have to give that to you. You are like number one.
I think right now I have a peace of mind with Karamo because he's often coming forward to.
No, aka information wala na Talib na nka fata Talib bula Karamo tinya nyame, because I Karamo bulo be dundi nyin karabol menu kono asia dala Karamo wasari. Sami.
Amira ni Messi ila fanso le dunta network kono ma understanding si tele ngaji.
No, they cannot risk that. They don't want to risk that. If you risk that, this is a very well protected network. If you risk that, you are going to even do a number of. No, I think it's a routine maintenance, and it happens. Olatna is good. Wi-Fi is not 100% reliable. Olatna always make sure I have a secondary connection with my personal phone. I'm not relying 100% on everything. So, but you were talking about something really important. Can you continue there before we end the program? I think we will have to end momentarily because being a bigger social media activity.
Okay. Be muntole phone thought again like. Is it?
No, me karamola cool dono. Alaji karamo. Yala ada kado Mr. Debunking.
Yeah. For
karamo
I understand it. He's working and. Yeah, he has right to come up with informations to fill the gap. But at the end of the day, niajibe wrong, coming for the wrong. In anything that like mimbe kekang ninga ala sila nya dundi de wrong, ala babarako kela jeli. Ya jele being jending ba protest kela. With everything that was under with the challenges and the threats in my heart. Hence these things amanke komi yalon ko nga fabricate le is in the ground. Is on the ground. Be nyaya jele. Ya jele one problem nga minsoto Gambia. Ni wulita iko iba more whole accountable as a leader. It will come in jibe walling because you are not sharing maybe the same ideology with the person or the connections that was there is no more. That's why the main reasons for that individual going after that person could have a motive or whatever. Look, if they open their minds and hearts, I launched my project for the zero waste February. Another time, I didn't have, I can say, riff or whatever. I mean, Bensouda blocked me. His personal page, they blocked me. You know why? Because I questioned him towards the FPAC reports. Imagine you as a leader leading KMC, a bonafide one.
I think even Bensouda will, will not disagree with the fact that there was corruption in KMC. I know one thing, he will never admit to the fact that he himself was involved.
Saying that to please his fans, but he knew deep in his heart that there was corruption in KMC. And that's the fact. And remember, the deputy finance manager has, explained to us some things like that, the deletions of the receipts. Remember that from the system. So bring Gomez Fongobar, like Patrick was trying to question him, that you guys knew about this.
I don't mind having you on another day. I'm using a link. One second. I'm using a link right now, a unique link. I'm not sure I have your WhatsApp and all that to be able to share that with you. I don't mind having you. When we hold you to accountable, when we try to hold you to account, I don't believe in heckling people and just criticizing without hearing from them. I have a link if you are willing to join us. I will share with you, and then that's fine. You can come and tell us. But Mr. Witness, we have had you at the commission. So if you did not convince the commission and the lead council and the commissioners, I know that you cannot convince me. So I'm very okay with you coming. Anytime I have a program, you let me know. If you connect me, if you connect me on your program, I will help clear the kept program and BMC project. Okay, you will need that FMCO, but if you write something about it I will not mind sharing it, because if we deal with information, it's fair that we distribute both sides. It's not just one-sided story. But from what we have seen so far, it is going to be very, very difficult for you to.
Wonderful. I guess I'll make this proposal to you. Oftentimes, I don't like.
No, Karamo, Saffiatou, read what's on the screen. Karamo said, the deletion from the rate system, we address that and identify them. Okay, when was this? Is this breaking news?
I think that will happen. I think that happened recently, because during the commission, we had, like, these videos are out there for everybody to listen to it. So there are some stories, when.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm interested in that. If Karamo said, there was some deletion. The of us, we knew there was deletion, but he said that it was addressed, and some people were and identify them. We address that and identify them. You identify who? Okay. So, Karamo, are we talking about the breaking news?
The report came, and after they've been put under pressure, they knew about what was happening. In that,
Karamo, I could get my testimony at the commission. Saffiatou, I think we have to move on. I want to give Mr. Witness the opportunity to have. But I thought you were saying, one second.
Please, we're going to come on board after time, maybe during weekend. That's the time I will have this set up. We're going to continue this live streaming, okay, to communicate to our followers. Because Gisna Lena, I'm just focusing on writing, and some information needs to be, put across for people to understand. And, we dealt into it, disintegrated for people to people to digest it the way that we want.
Okay, Safi, hold on. I think with the PR machine that you guys have, I think this information should have been out there. But I thank you so very much for this. I call the IT manager and the receiving cashier. So those are the ones who were apparently involved. So you see, but I don't know why this never came out.
And now his leader came out and say the commission was a witch hunt for KMC.
You see,
he is today saying to us that yes, the deletion happened. Who did? The IT manager and the cashier.
You see, Karamo, so you see, we want to be fair to you. Somebody, I want to be fair to you guys. Okay, I want to be fair to you, because you have every right to be heard. You have every right to present your side of the story. Okay, I'm not even comfortable like this, because Iman Tradiamugang, and I don't want to make it look like I have the advantage. You know, you are willing to engage, so you don't deserve any disadvantage. It should be equal footing. But unfortunately, man, platform. But my problem with this is. This should have been out a long time ago. Albania you see, now that like a corruption of sometimes like a kudo. These people should have been identified a long time ago and reported to the police. Let the police take the matter to the prosecutors. Yeah, understand? You let them prosecute them. And then before you bring it to the commission, you know, the whole nation was talking about this for like a year or two, that some data from KMC was deleted. Just simply identify them. You cannot conceal all these people.
You know, Wanifa, I want you to create that platform for us and Karamo. Because I have some questions for him because he's been tagging me on it. And this fake market exercise, do you forget that? From the KMC. when the big boss say he does not actually receive it from his hands. But it's funny, yeah, it's funny. Gambia, we have to wake up.
Well, thank you for clarifying that area. And I'm glad that at least there is some sort of closure to that. That is a very important chapter to have a closure to. So we now know, at least we don't know their names, but we know that the IT manager and the receiving cashier were the ones involved in deleting the data. So this is critical. You don't have to hide these people. And this is all what Talib needed to do a long time ago. You don't have to be trying to conceal. You don't have to try to be, trying to conceal all these people. I mean, if I you see, and I think a lot of
this of the guy, he's trying to show the system as perfect.
Exactly, that doesn't exist. Some of these crooks will be working, undermining you. Some of these crooks will be working. So, but if you want to present yourself like you are running a perfect institution, what is killing of? Some of them are crooks. They are even against you. They are even undermining you.
The pressure he's facing right now, the dump side, he's facing that pressure, and he's supposed not to, because one thing he's supposed to, one thing he needs to put at the back of his mind, that, as a leader, you were bound to have mistakes. You were bound to have weak areas because you couldn't be everywhere. We understand these things. I take things, if you, like I set examples like myself. If I'm there, okay, I'll be working on all.
We are at an advanced stage with Karamo, with Mr. Karamo Sise, the Honorable Council of, is it Talindi? Okay, Safi dal, I freeze in dinner, sort Malam for network Hagal Dalatele Avansam, I don't know. Malam for Batale, Chukur Jakarabak come back. But anyway, this was a good one from Karamo. Karamo Safi said he has a question for you, but I'm not sure you will be able to, you will be waiting for that here because it Safi Kamunda. Okay, Sabina.
I reconnected to my Wi-Fi. So what I'm trying to say, yajele as a leader, put in body babondi ila punkono, yeah. Mulsa understand no ko ite isa doko ke no but dolbi je mimbete bala wolle problem moti. Bari ite ko ibe sila ibe fungu kula ay sene ya set ini mol min baby je ni mol koko KMC 10 donge wuli ko hani woman soto o ko be wuli lale iba be defend lale iba problem soto lale.
Okay, so you see
right now with everything that is happening there nko bring solko binala next week for the protest, huh? These people were there working 72 hours down the line.
I think at some point they were working there in the middle of the night, fixing the gates and stuff like that.
Fixing gates, they fix all the gates, they make the place like I was surprised that they can do such work within how many days? So like we need to get away from this system of Karimuna friendity. I'm close to this person. I share some benefits with this person. So that's the main reasons you're going to look into it. Whole accountable. For what reason? I don't believe in that. That is the main reason I don't want to join even for now any political party, because left the mind speak so that I can be independent.
Really?
And, when I see things that I don't like, I can say it.
Wait, Safi, wait, hold on. Safi, hold on. Safi, hold on. Safi, hold on. Karamo said they never work overnight. What is your reaction to that?
Yes, tell him yes, no problem.
Karamo, yalla mo try yes
You know, even if they don't work overnight, that place right now, we are so happy with the way they did it. Okay, it means the pressure was good.
Yeah. The pressure that you exerted on them actually
It's
worked.
not about the number; it's the message. Because they
Yeah,
knew.
Karamo, if this is not a learning point for you, I don't know what else will be. Because as you can see, we are not willing to just show your bad side, okay? But we want to know more. But at all, you have two issues. One, when you speak about them, you want to polish the issues. When you speak about your scandals, you want to polish them as much as possible. Two, it's your people's approach. They will come and just insult. Some of them because you cannot just be insulting people just because they criticize somebody. Criticizing that person, you think that person deserve an insult. That's not even an approach. So I love this engagement.
You know, everybody has seen the insult that one of the UMC supporter did to me. So what I'm trying to say, they're preaching about new form of a movement. I think next time in our interview, we're going to come on the side of the movement to discuss in details what I've seen in the movement. And to me, I don't believe in the movement. Simple. I don't believe in the movement.
Safi,
within the movement, some of them, their behavior, okay, is going to deter. I mean, it's going to make a lot of people to distance themselves from the movement. Because
let me ask you something.
You cannot insult me and expect me to join you.
Let me ask you something. I'm gonna Safi. It's personal, and if you don't want to, we can just quickly skip it. I have something else. Your brother is part of the movement, right?
Who?
Does your brother support their movement?
My brother, my elder brother. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think about this because I saw a comment when somebody insulted you in their group. Your brother was, pissed with that person and he was saying, "Nimita meeting Dulad" or something like that. So you see, and I also have close family members. Some of you watching me here already know.
My brother, what I said to him, I usually tell him, I'm going to grill you people online. He told me, you need to leave us in peace. And we have that joking stuff within the family. We don't have the problem of
some of these talks online. Imagine you are insulting somebody, and this was in relation to somebody insulting you, parental insult. That's when I actually came to realize that your own biological brother is a member of the Talib movement. And he was even telling to that person
don't worry. Because if they come after me, they're going to give me that fire to sit down and scrutinize them properly. Yes. Because you know what? You cannot say that you want to replace.
I'm coming.
You want to come to that seat and you think that things are going to be cheap on you. No.
Safi, will you be willing if I have to host? Will you be willing I host you and Karamo on the same show? Will you be willing?
I will take it.
You take it.
I told you here against 20.
We will fix this. We will fix this nation with dialogue, not with trying to manipulate people into silence. We will fix this nation with dialogue.
I'm not in for that. One thing I always said to people, I'm not interested.
But Karamoko, you are part of UMC there. Karamoko, you are part of UMC.
Okay, I'm not interested in the personality of people of what they do. That is not. You see, anybody that you see that is engaging into this political stuff, whether discussions, whether you want to enlighten people towards a certain organization or movement, or you see a problem that you are advocating against, you don't have to insult that individual. Once you do, it means that you are empty. It means that if we give you leadership, you can do
and man falbo address la nendrila bal bal koma nyindo yefo ika bulala nyame many people they are just part of your movement can explicit nendro yenendrila so they try to publicly distance themselves from them but yenendrila jaw bal so that's not politics. We want to fix a bloody nation. Okay, but Karamo FN for Safed, I want to bring it to your attention before Ngatambijela. There is Karamo said KMC dumpsite owning is not only used by KMC. What is your take on that, Safi? Can you tell us? Ako
I
KMC
think
da buga use.
people would have to, I told you when this, when actually when we go for this stakeholder meeting, we will understand in details what is actually going on in that upside. What we have is to frame the questions for them. We listen to them and see what they have on the table and
So
what
when is your stakeholders
that
meeting?
they have made, and we can bring in our suggestions towards it and how fast they can put the solutions together and work towards the harmonious aspect of it.
Nam. Go ahead, Safi.
Yeah, so that is the motive. Because the community, they are demanding. I mean, the community spokesperson there at the dump site, they demand that the dump site need to be relocated. Now, the venue that we are going to relocate it at is that is the landfill. It doesn't have to. I don't want us when if it's located, let's say relocated somewhere, the same problem happens in that community too.
But Safi, India, I'm not aware of Brikama or Banjul using the dump site. So I don't know when Karamo says it's not only being used by the dump site is not being used by only KMC. I don't understand that.
Well, when we
He
sit
said
up,
dump site
I
is
guess
KMC
I
as
will
part of this. Come
explain
on,
in
Karamo,
detail.
come on. Okay, granted. But they have their own vehicles, so. Often at buy no West Coast na bedo man so I think that's where in your counterbalance there. I now understand what you're trying to say. Okay, it's alright. I understand it.
Yeah. So, Wandifa, I think we can close the program for today. Because we
But
are
are
preparing.
you ready for Karamo? Because we're gonna have Mr. Witness himself here.
Who is that?
Mr. Witness,
Okay.
Karamo.
Yeah, we can do this next week, inshallah. Inshallah.
Huh?
Inshallah, next week.
Yeah.
Right now, my timetable is very tight because we have so many things on the table that we need to work on.
No,
That's
we
why I'm
definitely
taking
gonna
a
do
little
that.
bit from social media for now.
If we're gonna do that, we're gonna make sure at least you have conducted the stakeholders meetings and
Yes.
something at least something is sorted out. In relation to what's happening at the dump
No,
site.
no,
At
but right
least.
now something has been, happening, and
Karamo, so say,
things
I just want to ask you this question. Alamol can game and threaten. Ala broader balcony. How do you guys feel about that? Like, is that really okay? Well, I'm not letting you online. You guys need to talk to them. It is not proper. It ever more than neo common in our broader meeting killing blood. The same thing applies to me. The same thing applies to a lot of people. So that's why
I believe in discussions that can bring fruitfulness,
yeah.
discussions that are with facts and evidence, whereas we can draw up solutions. This is very important. As a society, we cannot be online just talking the whole day without bringing in solutions. So the Gambia
Yeah.
first is not just going to protest; is
Yeah,
bringing
and
in
I would love to hear your solution.
solutions.
And Karamo also, I would love to hear because Karamo will be jealous and signing solution manano. Apparently, 8 million went missing during this period.
They
Sorry,
neglected the
5 million.
space. And let me tell you, somebody told me this, a very prominent politician. Yeah, I don't want to say his name. He told me, Sophia, that dumb side, anybody who conquer it will win elections in that area. The secret he said, the secret of winning KMC as a whole is that Bakoteh Dumpsite. If you are able to conquer that area, if you are able to solve the needs of the people around that area, it's a historic moment for you to sell your agenda. And that's the opportunity that KMC had today. For 8 years, they cannot see that bigger side of it. They cannot see that secret.
Yeah. To be honest, when it comes to the dump site, the dump site, when it comes to the dump site, I think.
Scientists that actually contacted us, and we're gonna work with him towards that aspect, and we will propose it to the management.
I think now
that perspective for now, because we privately working on it, and inshallah, I believe it can really generate something good from the dump site.
Yeah, I think for me the dump site is more like the way Nawek turned out for Adama Barrow, among Nawek, Fenty, when it comes to making it efficient, even though there's renewable energy everywhere, you can just harness the sun, convert it into solar energy, and help everyone. So these people also, they had a lot of money, large amounts of money were disbursed to them, but they still were not able to manage the Bakoteh Dumpsite. And like somebody rightly said here, I think you said it, like anyone who manage it properly or come up with the best solution, you'll probably win the next election in that region.
Yes,
Yeah. I hope UDP, prospective UDP candidates are listening. People need to start, doing their research, coming up with solutions. We need
I'm
Gambia.
telling you, because the biggest challenge right now in KM when we did our study is waste.
No, but the only solution cannot be relocation. We have to be creative because the land is big enough. We are talking about what is it called, recycling and stuff like that. You need to be able to, recycle the waste and turn it into something. Then you don't have dumps and dumps of garbage all over the place.
What I've noticed from KM, most of their project is a partnership project. I haven't seen. Maybe there is a one that they can sponsor individually that comes from their own.
Mr. Witness will attest to that. They do not have a lot of money.
Most of these things that they're doing is all about partnership. Now, you as a body, you have to be smart. Try to close if you see people like Ecotech coming forward with projects that can close the leakage of funds, because right now Gambia, we all fighting towards one perspective: corruption. I think we will talk in details about this, but I don't want to go into over talking, because I believe in something. When we are on a topic, we focus on it.
Yeah, I believe and the next time we talk about the Bakoteh Dumpsite, we're gonna have somebody from the other angle, because my conscience, I cannot go against my conscience.
We're gonna invite the community member one.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna invite Kavamo to come. As he's the spokesperson for KMC, I can see now. And we're gonna
did you just appoint Karamo as the spokesperson for KMC?
Well, and he's the one, because whenever you see my comment on Bakoteh Dumpsite, KMC in particular, he's the one that will come forward to give me detailed information towards it. Yeah, so I
definitely want to hear your solution to the problem and Karamo's solution, but I definitely think Karamo is not coming up with a creative one. I'm saying that because he just said here it is going to be difficult to relocate the place, and if relocation is the only solution, it is going to be definitely that's going to be very difficult. I don't think relocation should be the ultimate. Yes, it should be like the climax, okay? But for the short term, what do? You understand? Short term, you had 8 years, you could have done something to just at least keep it manageable. Yes. Safi, ngayon program end because Karamo control be command UMC member. Me, I'm not a UMC cage fighter.
Okay, thank you so much. We can close it. Thank you for this invitation, wonderful. And inshallah, I'll open my doors for more discussions in the future. And because my focus and interest is about Gambia, nothing else. And if we see any problem that is disturbing us, we open the doors and discuss it into details, push our leaders to do better.
Yeah, if anything, we want even Talib to be better. We want everybody to be better. We are not dictators. We are all Democrats. If anything, we have somewhat liberal views. So we want to hear from everybody. We are not here to say you are bad and bad. But if you are telling us that you cannot even criticize us, that means you have something to hide. If you are telling us that looking into laser focus,
means to silence the voices that are outspoken.
That means we will already assume that you are 50. You understand? We already know something's happened. But moving forward, what are you going to do? How are you going to remedy these problems? Talib is not politically, ala mashallah. Retired already. But people like Karamo, you don't need to ruin your political career, repeating the same mistake that this guy did. Come out, clarify, make sure that you give verified information to the people. Don't just come and try to misinform people, gaslight them. When they speak against it, you are like, I want to harm you. You are like, shut your thing up. You don't have to do that. Just engage. We are all civilized people. So, but I enjoyed this program personally so much. Karamo, it was very nice having you here. next time when we are going to be focus on Bakoteh, I'll make sure that at least Hanima Sotono, I will let him know. Okay, come on, that much I can promise you.
Open the platform, inshallah, for everybody.
Okay, okay, Abaraka Baka. Safi, my good friend, thank you very much for being with me here. Me karamo ba tendula nga jai Safi panana mentole. So karamo ba at some point he was here but tendula nga jai because atefana munna source of atefana munna source of inspiration lady. Nyato ko la mela amala fi corruption la amala fi nakaro la amamo amala fi nakaro la doron wala tina dulbi na buga nyomoy no so adum doldum ala ko en kontan ba wallahi ni ngam mira la ala doron ko walten abaraka bake Mohammed Jawna, you see now you are talking more like a human being. Jawna kunango, but you know the way you came initially, you know maybe you just thought these are some talks online and stuff like that. You need to not running na level or because substantive issue you don't interested in, so definitely it's gonna be good. So abaraka bake, I'll end the program here. Thank you so very much. Yeah.
Welcome.